Hello there. Welcome to the student safety video for the Corey Student Workshop in Corey Hall as a part of the EECS department. So this video is meant as an overview of the safety topics for the workshop. We're not going to go in detail over every single thing that you might need to know, but we will cover all of the major topics for each of the main tools in the workshop so that you can begin to use the shop safely. So the general safety topics for the workshop. First of all, it's very important to always wear these safety glasses. Your eyes don't grow back, so it's very important to be wearing safety glasses anytime when you're working in a shop. There's a number of safety glasses available for your use in the box around the corner. Please wear them whenever you're in the shop, but make sure to put them back in the box when you're done in the shop. Also, make sure that you wear closed-toed shoes. Sandals or bare feet are not acceptable in the workshop. You could drop something on your feet at any time. Also, it's very important with spinning tools or any sort of other power tools that you tie back long hair, loose jewelry, long sleeves, anything that can get caught in a spinning tool. The Corey Student Workshop is open for your access 24/7. That means that you could be working in here at midnight, 2 a.m., anytime. And for that reason, it's very, very important that when using power tools, you're not working alone. Something could happen to you, and if you're working alone, we don't want to have the case where you're injured and no one's able to get help. So anytime you're in the workshop and you're working on a power tool, you need to have someone else with you who's also trained for this shop. When using tools in the workshop, it's not uncommon for tools to wear out, get dull, or break. This isn't a problem. This happens to all tools, even under normal usage. Things will break, things will get dull. It absolutely happens. It's very important if you dull out a tool or if you break it, to not just put it back. Putting a dull tool back in its holder is a disservice to those after you who might assume that the tool is in good working condition. Please report all broken, malfunctioning, or dull tools. Working in the student workshop creates a mess. Anything that you do is going to create sawdust, scraps, pieces left around the shop. It's very important that you clean up after yourself each and every time you use the workshop. Be aware as you're working how much mess you're creating so that you can leave time when you're done to clean up after yourself. We have a variety of cleaning tools that you can use. Please make sure to clean up immediately after you're done. It's not okay to leave a mess even if you plan on coming back later. There's a fire extinguisher located on the wall in the student workshop. Please, if you start a fire, use the fire extinguisher to attempt to extinguish it. If you cannot, please exit the lab and pull the building fire alarm located on the wall across the hallway from the shop. There's a first aid kit located on the wall in the shop for minor cuts and scrapes. Please feel free to use the first aid kit. It's also important to report if something is missing or low on supply in the first aid kit so it can be restocked. We don't allow painting of any type in the lab. This includes spray painting, brush painting, or anything like that, so please take those projects outside. There's no project storage allowed in the lab. We don't have space for this, any capacity for you to store your projects in here, so when you're done working on something, you need to take it with you. By that same measure, there's supplies and materials all around the lab. All of these things are up for grabs and free for anyone to use, so if you leave your project in here, it could be considered up for grabs for someone else to use. We don't allow any borrowing of tools from the shop, so everything that's in these cabinets, everything that's in this shop can be used in here, but it can't be taken out of the room. You must leave the tools in here when you're done. We're going to go over specifics of each of the power tools in the shop. This is just intended as a brief safety overview, an introduction to each tool and how to use it. It's not intended as a detailed overview that will explain all the ways you can use a tool. That's left up to you. This is something that you need to find out before you begin a project using the tools. There's many different ways to find out these things, including the manuals for the tools, which are located in the shop, online resources, YouTube videos, also asking staff members or even other students about how to use a tool are good ideas, and it's your responsibility to do this before using any of the tools.